Hey guys, this is Ashleigh, personal trainer and weight loss coach. Today we're going to talk about non-scale victories, and we're going to talk about them from true stories and testimonies I have from my own personal clients. So it's going to be really exciting, guys. We're going to talk about what a non-scale victory is, and if you're on a weight loss journey, why is that even important? Because we're trying to lose weight, right? Then I'm going to tell you a bunch of different stories, great testimonies from my clients in ways that they've been able to see success in their weight loss that wasn't necessarily tied to the scale. And I hope that at the end of all this, you'll be able to take away from this different ideas of victories that you can look forward to in your own weight loss journey, and maybe begin to see that you're already experiencing some of these things, or these are things that you should look forward to in the future. So hopefully this is helpful, guys. I think it's going to be real fun to do. As always, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, guys. Just click the little button in the corner, or you can go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. Doesn't matter, either works. Make sure to hit the like button for the video as well. You would be surprised how much that helps this channel, guys, and we want to grow the channel as much as possible. So I want to thank each and every one of you that have already subscribed and have already liked. Really makes my little day when I see that. So thank you. But let's get back to what we're talking about. We're going to talk about non-scale victories. So what is that? A non-scale victory is when you're on a weight loss journey and maybe you're at a plateau. You're not actually losing weight right now, but something is changing. So it could be, losing inches. It could be gaining strength or muscle. There's some things going on, and they're improving the quality of your life, but maybe the scale's not moving. So that's basically the definition of a non-scale victory. So you might be thinking, why is that important, Ashleigh? I'm trying to lose weight. If I'm not losing this 10 pounds, 20, 30 pounds, then I'm not doing my job. This isn't working. The reason it's important is because on your weight loss journey, there are going to be times where the scale doesn't move, or it goes the wrong direction and you gain a pound or two. And you're thinking, oh my God, what happened? But you could have gained muscle, different things happen. And it's part of the journey. It's in everybody's journey. In my personal journey, my weight has gone up, it's gone down, it's plateaued, and it's all just part of getting to where you're trying to ultimately be. It's just part of it. That's how it works. And it's good along the journey, along the way, to be able to see, what's working, what's not working, and be able to really identify that you're making progress. So this is a way for you to see that, yes, progress is being made. I'm on the right track. Even if the scale isn't moving, I'm going the right direction. I'm improving. So what are some non-scale victories, or why are they even important? Let's first talk about, why is it important? Well, first of all, you don't always just lose weight. You might be losing fat, right? So if you're losing fat but maybe gaining a bit of muscle, your scale may stay pretty much the same, or you might see a 0.2 pound difference, but you'll see it in your inches and how your clothes fit and toning. So there's things like that could be going on. Also, there's other areas of improvement where you could see, strength gains. Your weight has stayed exactly the same, but maybe you have more stamina, maybe you have more strength. There's actual changes in the function of your body that you're able to do different movements and different things better than you were before. You're more flexible now. There's all these different things that are benefiting you, benefiting your health, that are very important, but may not necessarily be tied to actually seeing a difference on the scale. So let's get into some of my personal client testimonies and stories so that you can hear different ways that people have had success outside of just losing weight on the scale. Now, of course, I try to help people with weight loss. That's what I do. But we also like to work towards, life-changing goals in other areas. So first, I'll tell you about one of my favorite client testimonies where I had this client. She was overweight, and she told me one day that she was in a meeting at work, and like any other day, she's in the meeting, sitting there, taking notes, paying attention, and she realizes that she's able to cross her legs. Like she was sitting there with her legs crossed at the knee. Now, this might seem like such a simple thing to you, but there are many people that cannot do this. They cross their legs at the ankle, or ankle over the knee, but not the knees over each other. And so she was sitting there, and all of a sudden it just sort of dawned on her that, oh my God, I'm sitting here with my legs crossed, at the knee like this. And she was like, I haven't been able to do that for years. It's been like years since I've been able to do this. And it seems like such a small thing, but it just makes you feel so good that you're able to do something so normal and so simple, but that you haven't been able to do before. So I really enjoyed hearing this particular victory, because again, it was one of those situations where I remember the scale for her wasn't moving much. She was getting very frustrated, but this was like a real sign that, okay, you know what, change is happening though. Keep working on it, things are getting better, keep doing it. So really great, awesome story. Another great story I loved was I had a client that was probably getting close to 70 or so. She was a grandmother, and one of her big goals was she wanted to work on her strength, core strength, arm strength, just getting stronger in general. And she wanted to do this because she had a grandchild that was maybe around 2 or 3. And, of course, they're still at that age where they want to be picked up, they want to be held. And she really was having a hard time doing that. She just didn't have the strength to pick him up from a standing position. And so she told me one day that she came in and she had spent the time over the weekend with her grandchild, and she was able to lift him and put him in the car seat. And just what a big thing that was for her to just be able to pick him up and put him in the car seat and get him out of the car seat. And it's not like taking all of her strength and she's barely able to do it, but she was actually able to do it, gracefully, with ease. And, I could just tell how happy she was with that. And not only just picking him up to put him in the car seat, but that means she can pick him up and carry him or hold him if she needs to. So it's a big thing, And people see this kind of change also, not just with picking up children, but I hear also a lot from younger clients that they're able to carry in their groceries all in one trip, and that's always exciting. I think everybody wants to carry the groceries in one trip. So being able to have that kind of strength improvement in your life, to be able to just do some basic things a little better. Another story or example of a non-scale victory is when your doctor takes you off your medicine. A lot of people want to lose weight because the doctors are telling them, hey, if you lost 20 pounds, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, or 50, whatever it is, maybe we can get you off the diabetes, the insulin, maybe we can get you off blood pressure medicine or cholesterol medicine. And so this becomes really important for these people because they don't want the side effects, they don't want to take the medicine for the rest of their life. So we need to lose the weight, not just because we're going to look good, but because we need to get off this medicine. And I have had quite a few clients that have come to me for this reason. And I will say this is a goal that takes more time. This is not like a 2-month change a lot of times. This is like a year-long process. But we have been able to get people off of medicine, off of blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine, other medicines for different conditions. And it's just a matter of slow and steady wins the race. Each time they go in for their checkups, the doctors are saying the blood work's looking better, doing a little bit better. And eventually we're able to get to that point where they are off the medicine. And this is so good. Because you don't want to take medicine for the rest of your life, but also the medicine has side effects. It can put strain on the kidneys, on the liver, things like this. So you want to get off of it if you can, so that your body can really, function at its optimal best. So that's a great side effect that's not related to the scale. Sure, maybe you lost 10 pounds or 20 pounds to get to where the doctor got you off the medicine, but your goal might have been 50 pounds, to be able to be looking fine and fabulous. But sometimes it doesn't take that much to be able to really change your life. So it's a very important one if you can do it. Now, when I said non-scale victory, how many of y'all were like, oh, you mean like when your clothes fit different? That's kind of the one everyone thinks of. I think one of my favorite experiences as a trainer is when my clients go out shopping. And I've had this happen at least twice that I can think of right now. May have happened more, but I know at least 2 different stories where clients have texted me while out shopping and said, hey, I don't know what possessed me, but I tried on a smaller size and it fits, and they are just over the moon excited because we've been seeing, weight loss, 2 pounds, 1 pound, 1 pound, 1 pound, 2 pounds. And that's great on the scale. Maybe the goal is like 40 pounds. We're inching our way there. But when you go to the store and you can put on a different size outfit, or go into your closet and try on something from, 5 years ago and now it fits, it's just so exciting. Everybody loves that feeling of being a size smaller, 2 sizes smaller. And sometimes really it doesn't almost make sense. You're thinking like, I lost 10 pounds. How am I like 2-3 sizes smaller? Like, that doesn't even make sense, but sometimes it happens and it's just really exciting. So I love that. Another one that's a very common non-scale victory is seeing an improvement in your stamina, in your strength, your flexibility, things like this. Once you begin to work out, you'll notice within the first few weeks a difference from your day 1 workout to a workout, going into week 3, week 4. You'll be like, wow, I can do so much more now than I could do day 1. You'd be surprised how fast this particular non-scale victory happens, that your stamina can improve, your flexibility can improve, just your body's ability to do work, to be able to perform in life will be better. Going upstairs at work, maybe walking around the office, or going for a walk with family, or a bike ride or something that maybe you do kind of normally, but maybe before it was a little bit challenging. You'll begin to notice that it's actually getting easier and easier as you go. So this is something that people take for granted, but it's an important victory to celebrate. I'll tell you another story about a client I had. She was in her 70s, like early 70s, and her husband had bought an SUV, like an Escalade or something huge like this, and it seemed like a good idea at the time. And then she realized that she could not get in it. She's an older lady, and that takes a lot of strength to be able to like grab the handle, really step up into the car and lift yourself into it. It takes a good bit of strength. So what they had to do was get like a little step stool that they kept in the car for her. And every time she wanted to get in and out, she had to use the step stool. So it was one of her goals to be able to get in the car easily, just to be able to step into the car. If you're a young person and you're used to doing, step-ups like on a bench at a park or something like that, that seems like such a simple motion, just be able to put one foot up there and step up and lift yourself. But for an older person, this is difficult. It's not just the leg strength that's involved, but the core strength, the balance, even the arm strength, because a lot of times they're going to try and grab that handle and pull themselves up. So it's kind of a whole body workout for them just to get into a vehicle like that. So this was like a major complaint of hers, like all the freaking time she was complaining about her husband's car, this giant car that was so hard to get into. And then finally one day, after months of working together, she came and told me that she was able to get in the car without using her little step stool and able to really pull herself into the car pretty gracefully and easily. And she was just so shocked with her own ability to have the strength to do that. And we hadn't seen tremendous weight loss gains. We hadn't seen tremendous inches lost, but the strength was improving because we've been working out for months and months and months, and her muscles were developing the strength needed to do this. So this is a perfect example, really, of a non-scale victory. Nothing to do with weight loss, but life-changing progress just from eating better, working out better, working towards the weight loss goal, and as a side effect, being able to have this improvement in life. So that's awesome. Another one is being able to change your energy levels. Usually I'll have clients probably within 1 to 3 months tell me that they're seeing a difference in their energy levels thanks to working out. So it will either be, maybe if they have insomnia, they have trouble sleeping, or they only sleep for like 3 hours a night, something like this. Usually after they've been working out for a little while, they realize that they're sleeping better, they're sleeping deeper. So it may not be they're getting 8 hours now, but maybe instead of 3 hours, they're getting 4 or 5 hours. Maybe they're falling asleep at an appropriate time instead of 2 a.m. Now they're falling asleep at midnight. Something a little bit better, and that their energy levels are changing. People always feel different once they start getting into a routine of exercising. They really start feeling the difference. And so that's a really great benefit that has nothing to do with the scale. You may may not lose a single pound, but just by eating better, working out regularly, making these lifestyle changes, drinking more water, doing the right things, you'll be able to have more energy and feel better. Another one is definitely having less pain in your joints. I have a lot of clients that come in with knee issues, back issues, things like this, maybe arthritis. And when they're working out, sometimes, especially in the knees, you can hear the cracking and the creaking of the knees, if they're doing squats or something like that. And it's very sad. Sometimes they're younger than me even, and it makes you feel ancient, and it's not fun. But when we work out together, over time, I can modify the exercises and we can build up strength and build up the ability to be able to improve the joints really over time by doing the right things, losing some weight, taking the stress off of the joint, drinking more water, working out regularly, building up strength in tendons and ligaments around the area. You'd be surprised the quality of life change this can be. I've had people with horrible low back pain, like tremendously bad back pain, being able to see improvement with that, having less back pain, having more mobility, being able to reach for something or pick something up without throwing out their back. I've had clients with bad knees to where like every time they bend the knee, you're hearing the getting all that to stop so that we're not hearing the crunching all the time. Getting it to where it's not hurting them anymore, getting it to where they have more mobility. Sometimes people have tight hips, tight shoulders, things like that. These kind of changes can change your life. I had a client that she had been in a car accident many years prior, and now she's over 65 and retired, but she still had limited mobility in her shoulder from the car accident. So what happened was she was showing me when I first met her, we were meeting to lose weight. She was doing Weight Watchers and she wanted to add fitness in to help speed up her weight loss. But she told me that, she had this car accident, the shoulder was bad, and she was really telling me so that I wouldn't make her do push-ups or something like that might hurt the shoulder. But she demonstrated that, even if like reaching for her cabinet in the kitchen, she can't do it. She only has so much motion and then it stops. Her biggest complaint was that she could not reach her own hair to be able to shampoo it. And so she had to do it with her left hand because her right hand, her dominant hand, couldn't do it. So we talked about it, and I incorporated in our weight loss routine a lot of stretches and things to just change and open up the mobility of her shoulder to work on that. And probably within 2 months, we were able to get full range of motion in that arm to where she could, shampoo, reach for things on the shelf. And that was super exciting. And that changes her life to be able to go to the grocery store and reach for something on the shelf and get it, to be able to shampoo her own hair. It's a huge thing, and it makes a big difference. All right, the last one I'm going to talk about is something that it's a non-scale victory. And it's funny because even I don't think of this one. Like, it just escapes me. I don't think of it all the time. And I think that's because when I meet my clients, people are really good at being happy, being friendly, being open. And so you think that everything's okay. I talk to them and they're like, yeah, work's good, family's good, things are good. As far as I know, everything's good. And then they'll tell me, usually between the second week to second month. I know that's kind of a big gap. But I find usually really within 2 to 3 weeks, people will notice a difference in their mental state and their emotional state because they started this weight loss journey, because they're eating different, they're taking care of themselves, they're trying to sleep better, they're working out regularly. All of these changes combined, they did it to lose the weight, to move the scale. But what they're finding is that they're not struggling with their depression as much. They don't have as much anxiety. They find themselves having more energy, being energetic and happy more. And they kind of can't believe it. And so they'll tell me, they'll say, it's been 3 weeks, but you wouldn't believe the change this has made for me in terms of my mental state or my emotional state. And I'm always sitting there like, you seem like you're always very happy to me. You seem like you're always in a good mood, always doing well. And I think that's, that's just our nature as people. We try not to show our weaknesses. We try to put on a good face. But in fact, a lot of people are struggling. And you would truly, truly be surprised just how being healthy, just making the steps to be healthy, to take control of the situation, to eat better, to work out, drink enough water, get enough rest, treat yourself well. Doing these things to make yourself healthier, thinking I'm doing this to lose weight, you'd be surprised the difference that will make in your mental state and your emotional state. It's truly, truly incredible. In at least 1 or 2 cases, I've seen people actually come off of like depressant medicine because, or at least partially because of their weight loss journey, and just starting to feel better, consistently starting to feel better over time. That kind of change takes a while, and I'm not going to put any kind of guarantee that, oh, if you work out, you're going to get off your antidepressants. That may not happen, but for some people, I have seen that happen as part of their journey. It's a journey of healing for a lot of people. That's something about getting healthier, focusing on themselves, taking care of themselves, builds confidence in them, builds a self-love in them, changes who they are for the better. And you know, if you're having some different struggles mentally, emotionally, some things weighing you down, if you have a lot of stress in your life, you'd be surprised that adding weight loss and this goal of getting fit, getting healthy, isn't going to be a stressor. Like, oh no, I'm taking on another big project, this is only going to make me more stressed or more depressed. You would be surprised that it actually does just the opposite. It makes you happier, makes you feel better, makes you more confident, makes you love yourself more, and really does improve your situation and can help you to get over it, in fact. So that is a surprising non-scale victory, but it's definitely one of the most important. So these are just a handful of different examples I kind of quickly thought of that are testimonies from my true clients that I have loved hearing through the years, and I love. I know I'll get new ones, different ones too, as I continue to do this work, and I just enjoy this part of the process. I do. It's great when people lose 5 pounds, 10 pounds, whatever their weight loss goal is, but it's so great to hear them having these changes in their lives too. So I hope you are experiencing the same thing on your weight loss goals and your weight loss journey as you're going through this process, that you're seeing some of these same victories. And if you haven't yet, now you know what to look for. Start looking for these things and you would be surprised. You will see differences within weeks of starting your weight loss journey, and throughout the entire process you'll see changes. So I hope this video is really helpful, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Again, really helps the channel and really helps get this information out there so that we can bless more people and help them on their weight loss journey and encourage them and get them good information, guys. So thank you for watching, and please do leave me a comment below if you have any topic ideas, questions for me. I love to hear from you guys. But as always, I want to thank each of you that liked, each of you that subscribed, and each of you that are watching. Thanks so much.